For all the Arsenal fans that had so much banter, for all the Tottenham fans that had so much banter, to all the Man United fans who had so much banter, so much shit to talk. Please, please sing it with me, guys. You're fucking shit. 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 Excuse my language. But guys, we have qualified for Champions League football. We've done it. We've done it. Now we can strictly focus on the Europa League second leg, semifinal, and we can possibly win the Europa League final. Guys, if you had told me this, like I said, if you had told me this a month ago, 2 months ago, I would have laughed in your face. But now, I'm laughing at Arsenal fans' faces. I'm laughing at Tottenham fans' faces. I'm laughing at especially Man United faces who conceded a goal to a team that's only scored 12 goals in the league this season. They couldn't score an own goal if they wanted to. That's how shitty they are on the... I mean, there's no offense to Huddersfield. With all due respect, they're not Premier League quality. It is what it is. They've only had... How many points they have? Like 15, 16? They don't have a lot of points. I know it's not 20 or more. I know that. But... Penalty Pogba. Team of the year? Out of here with that, man. Out of here with that nonsense. I had to redo this video. As you well know, I uploaded one immediately after the game. It had everything. It had the highlights of it. But I can't because the FA and YouTube constantly have been blocking my videos, copyrighting my videos. So from here on out, you're just gonna get my face for reactions and stuff. So yeah, that sucks because it opens a different element to my YouTube channel. I've got some new software that I've actually been trying to use, so I can't use it now because YouTube and their copyright bullshit. So if I can find a way to get around it, I will. But anyways, that's not important. Now, the man of the match by far is Eden Hazard because he deserved at least 5 assists today. He set up, Drew had to tap in pretty much. Pedro, he had a chance where he cut inside on his left foot and he struck the ball decently. But in that position, he should be scoring, right? Just imagine somebody like, I don't know, Gareth Bale or it's probably a poor example, but I should say Arjen Robben. That's an Arjen Robben type of goal where he cuts inside and curls it in with his left foot. That's a typical Robben goal, and it kind of goes into Chelsea because he has ties to Chelsea. But from the beginning of the season, or most of the middle of the season, when we were struggling, and it just seemed like everything was going wrong for us, the Don, Maurizio Sarri. It's time that you guys put respect on that man's name. I mean, the composure he's had throughout the season where fans were constantly slating him, constantly on his back about changes and playing youth. And he's done more with the youth than Mourinho did, definitely what Antonio Kante did. And Antonio Kante and Mourinho nearly ruined who is going to be the heir of the throne once Hazard leaves, because it does look like he's leaving. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He is the number one reason why Loftus-Cheek has had a magnificent season this season, and all he needs is a full season, and he will be probably one of the best midfielders, maybe the best midfielder in the world. That's how much this guy. That's how world class this guy is. I mean, he does everything. He's our best number 8, and on the squad right now, he's our 3rd best player behind Kante and Hazard. Right? He gave Mauricio Sarri gave him a task. Right? He gave Loftus-Cheek a task because Loftus-Cheek went up to Sarri and said, "I feel like the number 8 position is my position." And Sarri said, "Well, you want to play the number 8 on my team? Well, this is what you need to do." And fair play to Ruben. He's checked everything off the list, and he will be the next number 1 guy for Chelsea. He is that special. Now, back to Hazard and his chances and him possibly leaving to Real Madrid. I think based off how he played today, it just seemed like he really wanted to, you know. Somebody just sent me a text through about Arsenal, but I'll laugh later by myself. Anyway, Eden Hazard. Oh yeah, Eden Hazard. This game right here. It just showed the way he just played it. It just seemed like he was trying to, play like he was playing for his last game for Chelsea, like a typical performance. Just something about his performance, something in his eyes just looked like he was determined to, score a goal or get an assist. Like he just seemed up for it today, and I think that today will be his last league game at home at the Bridge. And I think it's safe to say that Hazard, if he does decide to leave, that he is a Chelsea legend. He is probably our best player to ever as far as technical ability and as far as overall ability. I think he is our greatest player of all time. I mean, of course, I know it's not going to be a popular opinion maybe because he's still like Lampard and Drogba and how much they did for us and Terry and Czech, those guys. But Hazard, he's won it all for us. He's won the Europa League. He has a chance to win 2 Europa League trophies. Sadly, we couldn't give him a Champions League trophy, but we did make it to the semifinals. He's won several domestic cups. He's won their Premier League twice, and yeah, he's just been a great player. And if he just imagine if Ross Barkley and Giroud, how many chances has Hazard set these guys up for goals and they don't score? He should have at least 20 goals and 20 assists. That's how that's how great of a season he's at. Even when it seemed like we haven't had the best season, we finished third, guys. More than likely we're gonna finish third because Tottenham, they're gonna be focused on the Champions League side because they got an opportunity to make history for their club. I mean, the semifinal in the Champions League is history for them. It's the first time they've ever made it that far, and it's just great, man. And today it's a great day to be a Chelsea fan because now the season is pretty much over with. We solidify our place in top 4. Now we can joke and laugh at the clubs and joke of the other clubs that didn't make it into the top 4. So congratulations to Man United and Arsenal on a fantastic season. Thursdays are great days for football. It's nothing compared to the Wednesday nights and the Tuesday nights of football, but definitely Thursday nights is up there. It's up there. So enjoy your Champions League. Your Europa League football games, and at least you eliminated PSG United. That's a highlight of your career. Yeah, Phil Jones is a top class defender, isn't he? David De Gea, I mean, he's making me look foolish by saying he's the best goalkeeper in the world. Maybe he's just having a bad spell. He saved United so many times, literally. It's hard for me. I mean, I guess because I'm not a United fan, it's just hard for me to slate him on it because, I mean, how many times has he saved you guys? Literally, he had this game where he made like 10 or 12 saves and it gave you guys 3 points. So, hey, and when a goalkeeper messes up, usually that leads to a goal. So you can't really be on his neck about it. Even though it's kind of harsh that he probably won't play for United anymore, based off the reports I've been seeing that United are looking at Oblak for whatever reason, as if Atletico Madrid are going to get rid of him. No, they're not. He's their number 1 goalkeeper, and he's a pretty solid goalkeeper. So this is a nice send off, and hopefully we can put the cherry on top with a Europa League trophy, so we can compete 2013 all over again, guys, all over again, where we finished third and we got there and won the Europa League. So I think for a first season, I think that'll be a perfect start for to come, because Mauricio Sarri is the man. I mean, the guy has over 40 years of experience in football, and he will forget more football than we'll ever know. And it's time to put respect on this man's name, because the adversity that he's gone through, he went through the Kepa saga, he went through everything with the players. Seemed like they gave up on him when we lost 6-0. I mean, with him, coming at the players early on in his Chelsea stint, right? He was going at the players for their weak mentality in the press, which is it's never shown to work with these players, because after that, when Mourinho did it, and maybe even Kante in a certain sense when we were exiling Costa, it seemed to not work out, you know. So you know, he is the guy, and I think that the football gods want him at Chelsea because they've, you know, paved the road for us. Because when it seemed like we had lost top 4, because Tottenham were 12 points away, 12 points away from 4th, and Arsenal were in there, were at least like 4 or 5 points in 4th. They were pretty comfortable, you know, and it just seemed like we just had to put all the eggs in the Europa League basket. That's the only way we were going to qualify for Champions League football, but they bottled it, just like I said they would, because that's who they are. What can go wrong will go wrong. We don't care about those guys. It's time to look forward, and let's finish the season strong. You know, Kante did go down with a hamstring injury, so, you know, hopefully we don't miss him too much, you know, because, you know, it's gonna be a physical game Thursday. My recommendation is to simply sorry, I keep getting a notification. I don't know why they like texting me when I'm doing videos. It's ridiculous. But my suggestion is, hear me out now. Aspilicueta at center back, Christensen alongside him. Hear me out. Zappacosta right back, Emerson left back. Even though Alonso didn't have a bad game today, he had moments. He had his moments, but he didn't mess up for the most part. He was pretty solid. All right. But Emerson, obviously lost his cheek. Jorginho, keep the headband, Jorginho. The headband gives you special powers. It gives you John Terry-esque powers. Like, you know, hey, keep it going. He's been getting into challenges. He's been playing out of his skin lately. He's been more advanced, passing the ball forward a whole lot more. No more sideways, back passes. None of that. Straight looking forward, looking for the passes in behind the defense. And alongside Jorginho on the right-hand side, I thought David Luiz would be great because of his ball control, ball distribution, and he showed in previous seasons that he can play in the midfield. And he's played as a defensive midfielder, but he showed that he can play as a defensive midfielder. And I think that him being able to play those passes, and especially higher up the pitch with them pressing against us, it would help us out a lot, because Kante is world class as far as winning the ball and distributing it, making quick, fast decisions. You know, I think that's only one of his attributes that he can offer us. He's more than just a ball winner, a 50-50 challenger. No, he's more than that. Under Kante's system and under France system, how they won the World Cup, that's relegating him and delegating him to a role that he's much more than, you know. And obviously, you know, Drew has been in great form for the Europa League, but I feel like over time, you know, overall, Higuain is a better striker, right? He doesn't make many movements. He doesn't run around a lot, but, you know, he's a striker that likes to play the ball. Like the goal, look back at the goal where Pedro assisted him on. That's typically how Higuain scores his goal. He doesn't waste his movements. He simply likes the ball play to his feet in the open areas, so where he can, you know, run into those empty spaces and make the finish, like score. That's how he scores his goals. Like, so you know, I feel like once he gets another season on his belt, if he decides to extend his loan deal, or if we go pay $30 million for a 31-year-old striker, if he's effective, he's effective, I guess. But I personally would want to extend that loan deal because it's free. You just have to pay his wages. And, you know, I think under another season on his belt, once the players start to know how he plays, how he typically likes to receive the ball, I noticed that from him that he likes to receive the ball, play it to his feet, as opposed to Fernando Torres, who likes the ball played over the top and run into spaces. And Morata as well, he likes to play like that too. But Higuain likes the ball played to his feet, to where he can first touch it. All his goals have been first touches. So, you know, that's typically how he scores goals. He's a poacher. He's not a guy that's gonna link up the play, even though he can do it. That's not his strength. Even though he like I say, he can do, but it's not his overall strength. That's not what he's best at. He's best at one-time finishing, moving into those empty spaces and behind those defenses, and he makes those runs. Obviously, Hazard on the left wing. I'm talking about Thursday's game. Hazard on the left wing, and I guess you can stick with Pedro. And Pedro is you know, typically he's been playing decently. You know, Willian doesn't look like the same Willian anymore. Both Pedro and Willian don't look the same, but out of the two, in terms of form right now, Pedro's the guy, and plus he can shoot with his left hand, left foot, which left hand, right handball. Anyways, yeah, this is your second review of the match because my original video got deleted. So yeah, that's how that's going. Anyways, I'm out. Up to Chelsea. Champions League. Chelsea. Even if we don't make it out of the group, even if we don't make it to the quarterfinals, semifinals of the Champions League next season, Chelsea belong in the Champions League. Man United, they've been slating us, joking about, you know, they become everything they've been joking about. Trying to finish in top 4, fighting for top 4, constantly switching managers, spending loads of money for players, and becoming history like Liverpool. No Premier League titles, just like Liverpool. They always slated Liverpool for not winning titles and being part of history. And yeah, now it looks like the role has switched. Now it looks like the role has switched. So yeah, up to Chelsea. On that note, subscribe, like, peace.